Hello everyone, this is Dean with the Rogue Deck Chronicles here, and this is our first Ascended Heroes Rogue Deck showcase, and I wanted to showcase a deck that you may be able to enjoy for a very long time, and it's also new with Ascended Heroes. So this week we are going to be showcasing Team Rocket's Honchkrow deck. This has been doing really well in Japan lately, specifically in the post-rotation scene. And there's a couple new cards from Ascended Heroes in here that makes it worth it. So this is, I guess, more than just an Ascended Hero deck list. This is also maybe a post-rotation, so if you want to get your hands on something that you can get comfortable with for a very long time, this is the perfect deck for you. So again, the newest card from this set is the Team Rocket's Honchkrow. It's a Stage 1 Darkness Pokemon with 130 HP, evolves from the Team Rocket's Murkrow, and it has 2 attacks. And we really just focus on the the first attack with this deck, doing the Rocket Feathers 60 times. For 2 colorless, you may discard any number of supporters that have Team Rocket in their name from your hand, and you do 60 damage for each card you discard in this way. So theoretically, it's an unlimited cap in your damage. Well, not really unlimited, we play a bunch of Team Rocket supporters, but honestly, you just need to discard up to 6, and you should be able to knock out almost anything in this format. Yeah, this is a very nice card, and it pairs really well with the Porygon line. So we play Porygon-2 and Porygon-Z, the Team Rocket Pokemon, of course. And they both have the R command attack. So it's actually the same text, just 2 different energy. So the Porygon-2 needs 3 colorless versus the Z needs 2, so you can either power this up with the Team Rocket energy, and this one can be Ignition Energy, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But the R command attack, this attack does 20 damage for each support card that has Team Rocket in its name in your discard. So you can see the synergy between Honchkrow and the Porygon line. So in the early game, we want to go with the Honchkrow. In the late game, we want to go with the Porygon, and it's just a very nice 1-2 punch. But yeah, I'm having a really fun time with this deck. It's very straightforward. It's a very linear deck. So yeah, we'll talk about the other Pokemon in here. We do play Team Rocket's Articuno for the Repelling Veil ability. Prevent all effects of attacks used by your opponent's Pokemon done to your basic Team Rocket's Pokemon. So this is more of protecting against Phantom Dive, against when we are setting up, because doing 60 damage, it can be very, very tough on us, especially when we play Murkrow and we also play Porygon, and this has 60 and the Murkrow has 80, so it helps prevent with that. I can't really think of anything else that's really relevant. But we only play a 1-of, so it's there for that reason. And again, we play the Team Rocket's Murkrow, which is the pre-evolution to the Honchkrow. And honestly, this card is really good, almost, I'll say, busted in this deck. If I want to go that far, some of my practice games with this deck, I was using the Torment attack for 30 for Darkness and Colorless. Choose one of your opponent's active attacks, and they can't use that attack. Well, a lot of these bigger Mega Pokemon only have 1 attack, and if they can't find a way to retreat, you can torment them over and over again to set up the damage to use Honchkrow, and then you don't have to discard as many Team Rocket supporters. So it's like a little, I wouldn't say disruptiveness, but can help you set up damage when you don't want to sacrifice the Honchkrow or the Porygon right away. And then of course I play 1 Fezandipiti in this because draw is always good. Fezandipiti is always good. Can't really attack with this Pokemon just because we only play two types of energy and none of them really work with this, but it's here for the draw. So we'll go into our items card, and I just want to talk about our ace spec real quick. So you could use different types of ace spec. I can see Precious Trolley making a nice fit in here. I can see Prime Catcher making a nice fit, even Secret Box to get your supporters into the discard. But I'm choosing to play Miracle Headset. One, because I'm weird, and I like to showcase the ace specs that don't really see love. And two, I think this one actually fits very well in this list. So Miracle Headset, you put 2 supporter cards from your discard into your hand. Well, why is that important? Well, we can get 2 more supporters for the Honchkrow attack, and that's another 120 damage that we can do. Or if we need a certain supporter for setup, we can grab that as well. But this is probably just to help power up the Honchkrow's attack, which I think this is very appropriate. Again, we can probably use multiple types of ace spec in this list and still be good. The next new card I want to talk about is the Poké Pad. So Poké Pad is another new card from Ascended Heroes. Search your deck for a card that doesn't have a rule box, reveal it, and put it in your hand, and then shuffle your deck. So this can get us anything in any Pokemon that we have except for the Fezandipiti. So this is another new card. This is going to be a staple in almost every deck you'll see, except for maybe some of those big basic ones. Excuse me, y'all. But yeah, so between this one and Team Rocket's Honchkrow, those are our new cards from Ascended Hero that we will really utilize in this deck. We play 2 Night Stretchers just so we can get our Pokemon out of the discard. We also play Roto-Stick, so this is another interesting one where we look at the top 4 cards of our deck. You may reveal any number of supporters you find there and put them into your hand. So another card just to get more supporters for your Honchkrow. Team Rock Receiver. Search your deck for a supporter that has Team Rocket's name and basically grab it. So this is our way of getting an early game setup card. And then we play Ultra Ball just because so we can get our Pokemon in play. Sorry y'all, recording is very early, so just don't mind me yawning. And then Team Rocket's Factory, and whenever we play a Team Rocket card, we can draw 2 more. So that is, between that and Fez and then our different supporters, that is our draw engine. And then let's go to our supporters, which is nothing but the Team Rocket supporters. So we play Archer, so if we get knocked out, we can shuffle our hand, we get 5, your opponent gets 3. Ariana, draw until we have 5 cards in our hand. If they're all Team Rocket's cards, draw to get 8 instead. Giovanni, basically it's basically Guzma, but for Team Rocket. We can switch our active Rocket for our bench Rocket, and then if you do, we switch our opponent's active. Petrel, search your deck for any trainer card, reveal and put it in your hand. And Proton, our early setup card, we can look for 3 basic Team Rocket's Pokemon and reveal them and put them into our hand. So again, just a bunch of all the Team Rockets, and we play heavy counts of everything. I say the only one we don't really play a heavy count is the Petrel, because I feel like in this type of deck is the weakest. But I can see upping it from 2 to 3 or 4. We just have to figure out something else to cut. And then we play 2 Brave Bangles, just because we are a non-rule box Pokemon, and we can't always benefit from doing 30 more damage to our opponent's EX. With the Megas out there, we're not really hitting those numbers easily, so any help we can get is super appreciative. And then for energy, we just play 2 types of special energy. We play Ignition, and we play Team Rocket's energy. So one thing just to know, if you do, it's kind of like when we play the Bronzong deck, or recently any other Ignition energy deck. Once we attach it, we discard it even if we don't use it or not. So you have to be very mindful when you play the Ignition energy. But the Team Rocket energy stays until that Pokemon's knocked out. So we prefer to do the Team Rocket with the Honchkrow and then the Ignition with the Porygon line. But I've also done it where I've play the Ignition with the Honchkrow just to power it up so I can get an early game attack. But yeah, as I mentioned before, this is a very straightforward list, very linear, kind of reminiscent of, I guess, Gholdengo in a sense, where you have to get a certain type of card in your hand and you discard it to do more damage. So if you are a Gholdengo player and you're looking to get ready for post-rotation, this may be a deck for you as well. But yeah, Team Rocket's Honchkrow, the new Ascended Heroes deck. Let's just see how it does on the ladder. So I'll see you all there. Okay everyone, we're in our first game here with the Team Rocket's Honchkrow. I'm actually super excited with this deck. I will say it is not the fastest deck. Do we want to go first? I want to say yes, because we play Proton, and we can play that going first. It's one of those weird supporters where you can't play if you go first. Assuming we get it in our hand, we do have it in our hand, and we actually have a decent opening hand here. So Budew, Dunsparce, so I want to say Alakazam, but Alakazam doesn't typically play Budew. So we'll just get our board going. We'll play the Proton. And we'll grab these two. I want to get another Porygon out. I'll grab the Articuno because I don't know what they're playing. And we'll just end. So next turn we can do Ariana. If we get knocked out with Archer. I think we're actually in a pretty decent spot here. So we are playing some sort of Abra, but they're also looking like they're playing the new Azumarill EX, which is in the Ascended Heroes as well. So I'm interested to see how they pull this off. If they get the Alakazam going, we don't disrupt their hand except for when we play Archer. So maybe that's a supporter card we kind of don't discard right away if we can, just so we can disrupt their hand. They have that powerful hand attack, and they do more damage for each card in their hand. And this is a very popular archetype. Again, it's kind of like yeah, it's just very good, and it's good post rotation too. So we'll play Ariana just so we can draw. We'll play Team Rocket's Factory. We'll draw 2 more cards. I need to get an energy here. Okay, we got some energy. Do I want to discard or do I want to hold it? I'll go. We need to get the prize. I don't want to get the Budew out. So we'll just discard 1 card. And I'd rather it be the Petrel. And we'll get our early game prize. Hopefully this doesn't bite us in the butt. But as mentioned earlier in the intro, I'm recording this super early, so I got my cup of coffee with my Pokemon mug in there. Not my Pokemon Cafe mug from Japan, but it has EVs on it, and it's actually one of my first coffee mugs I got. It's a good way to start our morning here is with some Pokemon. And we have the Team Rocket's Giovanni, so if they don't really do much, we can always use that and knock out that Kadabra so they don't really get more. Or we can, if we get knocked out, we can use the Archer. So I think with what we have in our hand, we are actually set for all scenarios. And then we also have the Fezandipiti. Oh, okay, so they don't play the EX Azumarill, they're playing the other Azumarill, which I'm wondering what is their Terra in this list so they can attack for only 1 single energy. We don't really see this a lot, and I'm glad that someone's making this work. So it looks like they are promoting that Kadabra. So So I wonder if they're just going to retreat into the dew and then try to item lock us again. Yep, that's exactly what they're doing. Joke's on them, I don't really have any items in my hand right now, and if I do, I can do even better with the supporters. Okay, so I finally got a decent item. So, can't really do much this turn. I don't have any energy. So I'm just going to pass. I'm fine with that. We already took the first prize card. And a lot of their Pokemon are very low HP. So we already have 3 trainers, or 3 supporters in our discard. So we're doing 60 damage already. And it looks like their Terra is that Cyclozard EX. Which is interesting. It's another EX that hasn't really seen play. Or hasn't seen play at all, really. It's really, if you want to say, a weaker EX, or Terra EX. But I think it fits well into this. You do 130 and then you can do 30 damage to your bench Pokemon. So I say for how they are building this, it makes total sense. And now they can attack for 1 energy and then just go with it. Okay, so they have 70 HP left, so really we can do I'll promote the Murkrow. That's a little safer of a bet for us. Okay, we got Poké Pad. We'll play a Poké Pad and we'll grab the Honchkrow. We'll evolve. We're gonna play the Fez. And I'm gonna do the Archer. This is our hand disruption against this deck. Perfect, and we got Team Rocket Energy. And we can start setting up backup attackers as well. And we still have our Fez too, so we can draw, get some more, kind of try and get set up for next turn. Trying to get what we can here. What's in our hand already? We got another Archer, so I'm just trying to get my board set up so that way I can just do an easy evolution for next turn if I need to. And we need to discard 2 cards. So we'll Rocket Feather here. And we'll just discard 1 of each. We don't need to do much more than that. Proton, perfect, and we still have our Miracle Headset in deck. I know that because when we did the Roto-Stick, that was one of the cards we drew. Again, I could be doing a better job prize checking here. But I'm more of a reactive player. I don't necessarily do prize checking unless I'm playing a deck that specifically needs it. Okay, so they just buddy following us. Doing the Archer last turn probably really did them in. I would love to Giovanni them, but I have no way of retreating. So I'm probably just gonna do Rocket Feather and discard the Proton, because we only need to do 1, get the attack and get ahead on the prize trade here. We are basically a single prize versus single prize. Yes, we both have multi-prizers on board, but we are probably saving those for the end. So they're trying to get draw. So they keep going for the Badoo. I don't know why, because I would figure at this point they know that we're not really reliant on our items. Like, I legit have no items in my hand. Granted, they don't know that. And it's probably because they're not hitting enough with Alakazam. Well, they could now, I think. Or I think they're just shy. Oh, okay, the stopwatch. We haven't seen that in a while. So they can replay that, draw some more. But we have the Archer. Actually, they don't knock us out. So they probably realize what we can and cannot do. Again, I wish I can grab that Kadabra and get rid of their backup attacker. But I can't do that because I don't have another energy in hand. I'm actually thinking I could Brave Bangle here. I don't think I technically need to discard anything. I'm gonna try that. If my math is off. Oh, so I have to discard something. Okay. Now I know for next time. You can't just do the plus 30. That's good to know. And that's why we play these games. We kind of experiment different strategies, different ideas. I didn't really want to discard anything because I want to keep the Archer. I want to keep the Giovanni. So unfortunately that was a blunder on my part. But at the end of the day, I'm learning how this deck plays. I am learning how different mechanics play out. Because typically you don't have an attack where it's dependent on something. So now if I play this deck at a challenge or at my locals, I know this interaction and I can educate the people at my league there as well. Okay, now I have another Team Rocket energy. I'll put that on my Murkrow here. And actually, what I'm going to do is bring up my Murkrow, bring up the Alakazam, and I'm going to Torment for 60. And that way they can't use Powerful Hand. I'm forcing them to retreat. And I get energy, I get damage on that Alakazam, and they're weak to Dark, so I don't have to do as much against that Pokemon. Excuse me. And really, I'm kind of baiting them to knock me out, and then I have the Archer in hand to disrupt their hand again. So this is really a win-win. Yes, I'm going to sacrifice the Murkrow, but sometimes you have to do that. So they're getting the boss for next turn, which they don't know that I have Archer in my hand, so... And they're just going to switch into Badoo and item lock me, which is perfectly fine. And we get the Miracle Headset. I can't play that. Can't get knocked out. But I can Torment. It won't do anything, but I'll be 2 prizes away from winning. But I know they have the boss. Okay, another Team Rocket energy, cool. But the cool thing is, like, okay, I know they have the boss, but okay, you take out my Fez. Okay, I have Archer. I have ways to go. they're just trying to catch up in the prize trade. I'm 2 away. If I get Giovanni and if I have a really good hand, I can get that Cyclizard. I'm most likely just going to do Archer to get their hand size down a bit again. Okay, so I'll bring up the Honchkrow because I only have to discard 2 with this. Why can't I play Archer? I was not. Oh, wait, was I knocked out? Yeah, I was knocked out. Oh, it has to be a Team Rocket Pokemon. That's right. So this is time where we're going to play the Miracle Headset. I'm just going to grab 2 Pokemon. Or 2 cards, which honestly... I'll grab these 2. He has 80 left. Yeah, I'll Giovanni for the... keep forgetting I have to do my action first. For the Alakazam. Hitting for weakness too. So this time I'm not going to screw it up. And I'm pretty sure I can just discard 1 and that'll be 120. Yep, that's enough to knock them out. We'll be down to 1 prize card. They still have to take 3. And we have nothing but single prizers on the board, and I have backup attackers like crazy. I have the Team Rocket's Energy. I have excuse me, another Honchkrow ready to go. I just basically need to pick and choose what I'm going to do. If I can get a Ignition Energy, which I haven't seen any except for that beginning, I can get that. Without having the Fez in play, I can play Archer to disrupt them. But to me, it seems like they may just be doing the Glistering Bubbles, and then that I just have to do like a nice easy attack at the end because they'll put 50 more damage on there. I'm surprised that they're not bringing up the Cyclizard because it takes a little more for me to hit into that. So going to boss. The Articuno, which doesn't... The Articuno doesn't prevent anything because it's effective attack. You're not doing an effective attack. Damage is not an effect. Excuse me. I guess they're just looking for an easy way, but even now, like, I have game. I don't have to do anything. Because they only have 20 HP left. I can literally just discard the Archer. And let that be game. So we'll just do that. Let's play Roto-Stick just because. We'll grab 2 more. And... we'll just full send it out. We got 1 last prize. And that is game. So yeah, Team Rocket's Honchkrow is actually pretty good. I can see why this is doing well in Japan right now. So I'm glad we got the dub on this first game with an interesting, I guess, Psychic box with Murkrow and Alakazam. They actually pair really well with each other, so I'm kind of thinking about how to build something like that for the future. So this actually gave me some ideas, so I'm glad we went against them, and yeah, let's go on to the next game and see how Team Rocket's Honchkrow does the rest of the day. Okay, y'all, we're in a second game here with Team Rocket's Honchkrow. As you saw, we won the first game against that Psychic Toolbox. Actually a pretty cool concept, pairing the Alakazam with the Zumarill, giving me some ideas for maybe some future decks once we cover Ascended Heroes. But right now we're doing our first Ascended Heroes deck here with this Team Rocket. And we're going to start with the Murkrow. Hopefully we don't get donked because we don't have anything else. I don't remember if we went first or second, to be honest. I was not paying attention. So we're going against Garchomp, and it looks like they're going to go first, so we can hopefully draw something nice. If not, we have the Ultra Ball to kind of get our board somewhat situated. But Cynthia's Garchomp, I feel like gets better post-rotation. Can't remember if there's a certain card in this set that makes it better, but I think with Perfect Order, it gets that new special energy. So, of course, Garchomp is always one of those decks like, oh, it'll always get better, always get better. And it really does, it's just everything else gets better as well. So it's like one of those hard things where, like, okay, what do we do? Okay, so I want to attach Team Rocket Energy here. I'm going to Ultra Ball away Z, and I'll do the Giovanni. I want to get another card out. I'll probably get the Porygon because I have the Porygon-2 in hand with the Ignition Energy for next turn. And I'm just going to Torment, do 30, and I know they're not going to attack with this, but just in case, I want to prevent that. But they're probably just going to retreat into the Gibble, which will probably go into a Garchomp or even like a Bite. But at least this gives me some... Yeah, so they didn't have anything. They probably could have attached and attacked me, so I'm glad they didn't. So I am going to evolve there. And I'm just going to play Ariana's. We'll get 8 cards in our hand. We'll grab another Porygon. We'll play an Ultra Ball, get rid of 1 Archer, and we'll do a Night Stretcher. I think we play others. And we'll just grab another Murkrow. That way we have it. Bench that. We'll do Team Rocket Energy on there. And then we'll just Torment again to prevent what they can do. Assuming they will do that. And if we get knocked out somehow, we have the Archer. If not, we can knock out with Torment again. Just trying to prevent things from happening. Surprised it didn't involve the basics, so they probably want us to take the knockout. They want us to. So they probably want to get the Tatsugiri in play. So, do I want to Torment again? Prize? I'm actually going to pass, because I feel like they're needing this to get knocked out so they can do more things. And I'd rather wait until my board is established or until I get a better supporter to kind of get more cards to play with. Until then, I feel like they're kind of stuck. Yeah, they're just stuck right now. So we get another Murkrow, and I'm just going to pass. I don't want to really do anything. Then, yeah, yes, I could get a prize card, but then they can get Tatsugiri, which means they can get a supporter, and then really go more with that. And I'm just going to keep passing. They're dead drawing. I have stuff I can do, but I'm choosing not to, which is different. Yeah, they're dead drawing. They're thinking I'm dead drawing, which I'm really not. And this is what I was going for. I just wanted to get more cards in my hand, get going some more. I'm going to play Roto-Stick, try and get supporters. I've got one more. I can do a Poké Pad here and grab... I'll grab a Honchkrow. I won't do anything with it for now. And I'll grab Giovanni, because I feel like Giovanni would be really good. I can try and get that Gibble next turn. And I am just going to end my turn. I know they're still dead drawing. They're just waiting for that magical top deck, because they got that Roselia in. So they're going to Earthen Vessel. Wonder if they're trying to get energy to attack me or energy to retreat. They're doing 20, but I do resist. They're not doing any damage. And then they got Iono, so everything I just did goes to the bottom, but it's fine. I have a lot of resources on me. And yeah, honestly, that probably didn't really do much for me. I still got the Giovanni, which I can get the bite. So now they're getting their board established. This is what I was really waiting on. So I did lose my Honchkrows, but I'm getting Honchkrows because I have the Poké Pad, so I can get a Honchkrow if I can. They're going to attack me. They're only going to do 10 damage because I am resistant to fighting, and then I can knock that out. Really, I may want to knock out the 171 just to get that off the board. And to do that, I need 3 I need 3 supporters. So I'm going to play Poké Pad. I'm going to grab the Murkrow. How many supporters do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm doing 80 if I go the Porygon-Z route. So we're doing that. I'm going to grab Giovanni. And I'll grab Proton. Probably should have grabbed 2 Protons because I don't really need those anymore. And I should have waited on evolving the Honchkrow. That way I can kill that thing. I don't have a way to retreat. I don't have a free retreater in this. I'm just going to attack. I don't really need to do anything. So I need to discard 2 cards. So I will discard the Protons. And I'll get my first prize. Now we know that they're going. We're not holding back anymore. We are a pure single prize. I'm not going to play the Fez unless I absolutely have to. And really I haven't seen the Fez at all. So they're waiting on the Garchomp to come out. They can easily grab that with Champion's Call, and then they're going to start attacking. I think they do 130 anyway. So they're going to keep one-shotting me more and more. I am resistant, but their power is too good. They have Cynthia's Power Weight. They have the Roselia's. It's more or less just, I know it's going to happen, but because we started that prize trade, I think we're in a good spot. So they're doing a Champion's Call. So only get 1 Champion's Call because we took out the second one. Unless that Gibble was on the bench before, I can't remember to be honest. And they're just going to attack us. Corkscrew Dive, this person is weak. Interesting, they decided to go that direction. So this is really my closer, and I'm not doing as much damage compared to the Honchkrow. I can if I get lucky enough, I can one-shot this thing. So I'm gonna try to do that actually. So we get a Night Stretcher. I'm gonna save that. Or should I save that? I'm gonna get my Murkrows going. And I'm gonna play Ariana and get some more cards. And then get some more cards to Market's Factory. I love the synergy between the supporter and the stadium. So we need to do 400. So we're one short. So I'm gonna attack, but I don't want to give up everything. So I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to do 2 because I know they play the Spiritomb. I don't want to give them too much ammo to really go on me because there's already 60 damage on the Roselia. And then I can easily one-shot them next turn, assuming I can get some more supporters, which this deck plays a lot. There's no reason why I can't. So they got a Garchomp and they got a Fez. Can't reuse it. Now they're bench locked. They're not going to be able to use the Spiritomb right now. They will eventually, but if I can minimize how much damage is on the board, Spiritomb is not really that big of a deal. And that's why I want to hold off on this Night Stretcher too, because now I can grab that for the Honchkrow. So let's promote, see what our top deck is. We get a Roto-Stick. That's perfect. So Roto-Stick, we grab 1. And they have 280. So we need to do what? 4 is 240, 5 we need to get 5. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have exactly 5 in hand. So we'll Night Stretcher, grab the Honchkrow. We'll evolve. And then I wish we played Toll Scrapper. That would make everything easier, but we don't really. I get why we don't do it. So we're just going to Rocket Feathers and get the KO. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 300. We needed. They only have 280 left. We're getting rid of their Garchomp, and we're getting 2 prizes, and we're ahead in the prize tree right now. More importantly, they don't have a lot of damage on board, so if they want to Spiritomb, the most they're doing is either 60 or 70 or something like that. And then they only have 1 more Gible ready to go, so they either need to get the Spiritomb or they need to get the Gible. And right now, I can knock out the Gible with Porygon, I believe. Because I have 3 plus 7, 10, 13, 14. I'm doing 280. I'm actually doing a pretty decent amount of damage with Porygon if I can pull that off. However, our hand is not the best and we're getting unfair stamped, which is fine-ish. Okay, so we got the Petrel, so we can try to get some stability back. And if we can knock out this Garchomp, I think we'll be golden. So let's see what we can do here. We got Team Rocket Energy. I'm going to play Petrel. see what we can get. I'm gonna get headset. What do we have? Only a Murkrow. I want to grab the Archer because I know we're going to get knocked out next turn. And then we'll use Team Rocket Factory. So I think it's actually better to Torment here and make them use the Draconic Buster. Because either way I'm getting knocked out. And then that way they can't draw any more cards, and I have to make them discard that card. Granted, they can retreat, but they don't have another attacker set up. So that also forces them to go Spiritomb if they play the Spiritomb to get the knockout on me, and then I can go and try and get their Garchomp. So this is a very close matchup. Yeah, so I'm forcing them to do their Draconic Buster, discard their energy. Granted, I need to get something established here. I don't have much right now. I got Poké Pad, so I'm going to try and get the Porygon-Z. Get Porygon-Z out. I'm going to do Ignition Energy because I can do damage. I am doing 300. I can get more into the discard. That would be awesome. I don't think I can. So I'm going to play Archer. Do Team Rocket Factory. Okay, we'll get the Fez. We'll Fez for a couple more cards. Okay. 320. Play Bangle. 370. We're doing 350. If we just had one more card into the discard, we would have knocked this thing out. I don't want to play Miracle Headset because I want the cards in there. So I'm gonna wait. I'm just gonna do 350. That's a lot of damage for this Porygon-2 to do, and we're just shy of getting a knockout. And that's game. They can knock us out. I knew the Fez was risky, and they're hitting us for weakness. But I needed to draw. I needed to get my board established. But that was closer than I thought. So that was fun. I was able to show off both the Honchkrow, the Murkrow, and the Porygon line all in this game. Yes, we didn't get the win, but Garchomp's tanky as heck. Like, it's tankier some of the Megas out there. So we'll see how that goes. But hey, we're 1-1 record right now. We'll see how Game 3 goes and see how our Team Rocket deck deals with the next opponent. Okay, y'all, we're back with another game here with Team Rocket's Honchkrow. Last game, it was close. We went against Garchomp, but it was just too beefy, too tanky for us. So we'll see what we can get with this one. So we won the coin flip. I feel like we should go second, just so we can get going, but a lot of decks want to go second. So we're going to go second. So we'll see how this goes. I love playing the single prize deck. I'll just get both these out just in case for the donk. And Latias, okay. The good thing is we can go after Latias and it's weak to dark, so we can get the weakness off of that. But all these are kind of low. So we can plan for that with the Honchkrow. So we'll see what we can do and chart that. Okay, so this may be a Celeridge deck? Armarouge? Probably Armarouge. I would say this is Armarouge. Ho, Armarouge. Okay. So we're going to use Transceiver, and I think we should get our Proton. Kind of get our board more established here. We'll get some Porygons and one more Murkrow. So we'll get our bench all set up. We'll play Team Rocket's Factory, draw some more since we did play a Team Rocket supporter. 16. Do that. We almost can knock this out with the Brave Bangle. That's funny. But I'm gonna hold off on the Brave Bangle. We need that for later. So for now, we'll just we'll Torment because they'll help us get easier numbers. We know they're not attacking with Latias. That's not the point of that card. But that brings us down to 150. So that's 3 cards we need to discard instead of 5. So that was really the whole point of doing that. Kind of make it easier going forward. So to me, this is definitely Ho Armarouge, because you can see the Ho's coming down. They're just waiting to get the Armarouge and really the Fire Energy to really power up everything. The Armarouge will have the Fire Off ability to move the Fire Energy really to anywhere they want for attacking purposes. So it looks like they're going to retreat and Sob me, which is fine. I'm not trying to retreat anyway. Plus, I can evolve and get rid of that effect because the Murkrow will turn into a Honchkrow. So this should be I wouldn't say favorable, but this is a much easier matchup, and I kind of like that animation here for locking. I have not been on since they updated it, and that's actually really, really cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can bench lock them. So let's go ahead and do that. So we need to do 4. If we're going to use Honchkrow, we need 4 supporters. Right now, we only have 1. We can get 2 with Transceiver. Or we can Giovanni and try and knock out that Latias. I'm actually thinking about that. Kind of wish we played an air balloon. That will be really helpful right now. We're just gonna Petrel for now. I want to hold my hand. We use Roto-Stick, see if we can get any more, because that will really determine what we do here. So it's Roto-Stick, we will get 2. So we have 3 in hand. We can use Factory, see if we get some more. We got another one. So right now we can knock that out. And I'm actually going to put on the Bangle because we have another Bangle. So 60, 60. So 3. So we can get rid of 3, and then with the Bangle, that will be our 210, I believe. So let's do that. So 1. I believe yep, that's 210 exact math. So we get rid of their Terra, and we get 2 prizes, and they haven't taken a single prize off of us yet. So this deck is really good to go against this basic beats deck 2 prize while we're stuck at a single prize. So we'll see how we go. I can always get the Giovanni back with the Miracle Headset. I'm not too worried about that. So if we want to go for something a little easier with the Latias, we can. Looks like they're trying to go and get the Ethan Ho-Oh going. So they got another one. Okay, so I wonder what they're gonna go, because they can either sob us again, or they can knock us out with the Ethan Ho-Oh. But they still haven't gotten the armors out, which I would assume they're probably gonna do this now with the Ultra Ball. Yep, the fire off armors, that's what I thought. My buddy at League played this for a while. I think just last year. He had a lot of fun with it. But it doesn't look like he has the energy. Okay, so he's gonna do the multi-prize. So they're gonna take out two of us. Probably the other Murkrow, or one of the Murkrows. Yep, that's what I thought. Oh, but they don't take out the Honchkrow. Okay, so they get one prize, but we're still ahead. And if I just get one more, I can get 2 prizes. So we'll get that. I kind of wish we had. I'm gonna use the headset because I can get 2 Giovannis and keep them in my hand. And if I get, I don't know, at least they'll be in the deck for me to get later. Don't think it's really worth doing anything else here. So I'm just gonna Rocket Feather. Discard a Proton, a Giovanni, and an Archer. And that should be 210 exactly. We'll get 2 more prizes. And we get a Porygon, and we get an Ignition Energy. So if we can get the Porygon-Z set up, we got Ignition, sorry. And then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 supporters in the discard, so that's 120. So if we're going to try and win next turn, we need to use Honchkrow if we can. We got Brave Bangle. We can use the Ignition on the Honchkrow, so I think we're actually in a decent spot. I wonder if they're going to try and get another Bellspring Ogerpon out. If they do, then we'll be in a little tough situation. I probably should have used the Night Stretcher to get another Murkrow out. They don't, so they just go Fez. So they're not taking multiple prizes this turn. Because now they're bench locked, they can't use the Area Zero under Def 2 their full ability. I wonder if they just... Oh, so they're going to use Cruel Arrow. I wonder what they're going to knock out, though. Okay, knock me out. That's fine. I'll bring up the Murkrow. And honestly, I don't really need much here. Got another Giovanni. Okay. So I'm going to Night Stretcher. Grab the Honchkrow. Evolve. And we're just one... The problem is we're just one short. So let's just see what we can do here. I probably should have just promoted the Porygon. So that was a missed sequence on my end. Oh wait, no, we got this. This is exact math. So we got this. And that's it. 2-2-2, easy enough, and we come out with the dub here. And it wasn't that complicated. So yeah, this shows the power that this deck can have, especially against the big beats decks out there. We don't necessarily see that all the time now, but yeah, the Honchkrow, we went 2-2-2. They, I think, only took 2 prizes from us. And one of it was using Torrential Pump against this whole Armor. So yeah, Honchkrow, man, you did work and you did great. Okay, y'all. That was Team Rocket's Honchkrow. It's not necessarily the best deck, at least not right now, pre-rotation, but everything in here is set up for success going forward. I don't think we have to change a single card in here to make this rotation proof. I will say I would add maybe a Team Rocket Mimikyu for a free pivoter. And also it can help copy some attacks like Dragapult and other Terra we may encounter. Air Balloon may be a good option as well for another card add. Just some thoughts I had while playing this deck throughout this video and throughout my research and just watching videos and theory crafting with this deck. I really do like this. It's very straightforward. It is a single prize for the most part. Yes, we do play that one Fez, but sometimes you just need that draw. And you can feel that a lot of times with this deck is the lack of draw, even with all these supporters. But like reaching 300 isn't hard with this, especially with the Brave Bangles. Playing slow from behind and just doing chip damage is a good strategy with this. And I like the 3-2-1 split with the Porygon. Being able to just utilize this as a backup attacker has always been fun as well. And honestly, using Torment with Murkrow, that's been such a clutch play. Still trying to figure out if I want to keep the Articuno. I know it's really good for the Dragapult. I just didn't really encounter a lot of those right now because everyone's trying out the new Ascended Heroes decks. But as we go on and we see the meta develop, I think the Articuno is a stay in this. But yeah, if you made it this far, please like and subscribe and tell your friends about this channel. From our data, it shows that majority of y'all are not subscribed to us, so if you can't, please hit that subscribe button and you'll be able to see all our videos when they come live. And I'll give you a little hint. I've been getting ready for Ascendant Heroes. I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 other decks lined up to go. Just need kind of playtest, see if these are actually decent concepts here for Ascendant Heroes, and I actually have about like maybe 4 or 5 more that I haven't uploaded into my account yet. So we're excited for Ascendant Heroes, seeing how this plays out. Like, yes, it's a special set, but I think there's a lot of fun decks we can do with this special set. And we got all the way to rotation to really take full advantage of this before Perfect Order comes out. But yeah, if you can, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Let all your friends know. Also, shout out to my people at League. I know I've been talking to some of y'all and you love my videos too. So tell your friends too. Let's not just keep this a secret between all of us. But yeah, until next time, y'all, have fun playing those sneaky decks. See you guys.